Hello, everyone, and welcome back to your Season 0 Grand Finals for Division 3 of the Nebula series. We've seen some incredible matches so far, but it's time for us to crown our final division champions. I'm your host, producer, and part-time caster, Caustic, and tonight the Leviathans are geared up for an all-out brawl as they battle against Shapeless Abyss to close off Season 0. Now that we've covered our schedule, it's my pleasure to introduce you to tonight's casters. Our first caster tonight, a familiar face for many matches I've casted. Please give a warm welcome to Gem.
Hello, everybody. I know you're excited to see me again. I know everybody in chat spamming right now. Oh, God, get her out of there. But you know what? I'm here again.
And joining Gem tonight, we have the man of many talents, one of our directors. Please give a warm welcome to Detrimental.
Hey guys, what's up? I know you're also so happy to see me, totally not in chat complaining about, oh, this guy again. Oh, I wonder how serious he's going to be. Well, this is a big game, big matters. I'm super stoked to be here.
I mean, yeah. These two, this is a storyline that we haven't seen anywhere else. Both of these teams, to my understanding, are undefeated. And they're one of them, but only one of them can stay undefeated here.
Yeah.
This is the only loss that you get on your thing. So the pressure is really on for both the Shapeless and Leviathans. Let's see how their prep has went and what if they've got which one's got what it takes to be the champion.
If I'm not mistaken, Leviathans and Shapeless Abyss have faced off before, which actually resulted in Shapeless losing the undefeated title during the regular season.
It was game 5
yeah.
of the regular season, a reverse sweep by the Leviathans against Shapeless. Not to put anything out there, I don't want to jinx any team because I know what they say about the caster curse, but
oh wait,
it was a very close game. Yeah, that's probably why it's harder for you to remember, to be honest with you.
So, I mean, minus that one match, Shapeless Abyss has been undefeated, though.
So, I mean, even still, storyline goes kind of crazy there because now let's see if Shapeless can get their revenge and then bury the Leviathans once and for all. I mean, Leviathans have been just doing have a generational bracket in Div 3 so far, but Shapeless was not slacking either. Shapeless taking names every step of the way.
Also, I'm sorry to cut you guys off here. Right before we get into the team rosters, I'm just going to take a quick moment and thank one of the players actually playing tonight. Thank you, Schlo, for the 10 gifted subs.
I saw that over on the other monitor. I just saw the chat go crazy with subs, so I was like, what's going on over here?
Yeah,
there's a level 3 hype train going on right now, too.
The new record, level 3 hype train. I guess with that, might as well lead you guys into the team rosters. I guess we'll start off with Leviathans, who do have Schlo on the bench.
All right, so for the Leviathans, we can see that we have the usual setup for their comp. The Octo, with his representation of Ball as his profile picture. Dab every day, Dusty on DPS, Nyx and Elven Warrior on support.
So here's I can tell you for one thing for sure. I don't think Dusty's on the Genji today. I mean, knowing what they've been playing, seeing what Leviathans have been playing, they've really leaned into this Freya a lot of the time. However, I think everything else is pretty accurate. I mean, Leviathans has a very predictable comp, but it's been so well optimized.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, how can you not play Freya with her current state? Even with that recent nerf she got, it's still insane. So much damage output, so much survivability and movement. But now looking over at Shapeless Abyss, we have Cal Phoenix on tank, I'm going to assume that's short for Avenue, and Honeybun on DPS with a Valid and Talop on support.
Now with Shapeless Abyss, Shapeless has been a lot more flexible as we've gone on. Tried out a lot of things. I know they're especially known for that Ram Rush though, which could honestly prove to give can honestly prove to give Leviathan's ball comp a run for their money, to be real with you. And also, maybe they've got something else up their sleeve. I mean, who knows what we got out here?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm used to seeing. I am curious if we're going to see a little bit of Lucio and Ana combination, or if we're going to see the usual Brig. I'm not sure what Shapeless usually plays, but if it's dive, you kind of do want the speed. You kind of want to do take those tracer duels with that Lucio. So I am curious what they're going to play there.
And like,
But
yeah, the Lucio Ana is like is a back. Oh, first of all, I want to mention the map. Obviously,
right,
it's gotta be
obviously
it's
Li
gotta be
Jing.
the Lijiang Tower. I mean, it's the last one. All right, so let's see what we got here from the side of Leviathans and Shapeless. Oh God, it is thunderstorming.
Well, it's shiny blue clouds up in Lijiang Tower. Maybe that's why people are choosing it.
So no, Leviathans isn't running that. Shapeless, however, I mean, that seems pretty standard from them.
Yeah, I mean, you're obviously just looking at the sim for a TP, likely going to switch over to the Tracer with, the Freya, and there comes the Leviathan's actual comp coming out. No
And
TP
we're
for
off.
Leviathans.
And we're off. No TP is very interesting. Leviathan's trying to take angles very early, trying to contest as much space as possible, but Shapeless also stabilizing that pressure, and Leviathans decide to go to assign point early. Octo looking for a slam. He takes out Av first. Can they find this Kiriko at the end here? And they do. Tulip falls, and Shapeless Abyss first push is down, and first point progress is gonna go to Leviathans.
Yeah, Leviathans did end up losing 2 there, but they got first point captured, getting those early picks, finding the split, not getting forced out. Really well done.
Phoenix looking for Dab every day and finds him in the end there. Honeybun, honestly, and the point goes back to Shapeless. It seems that losing all of those people pretty early allowed them to retake the thing as a team. And we see a swap to the Venture for Dab every day off the Genji. Probably hoping to get a little bit more sustain through these dives and everything like that.
Yeah, it's very difficult to play the Genji with the Winston just constantly jumping your backline.
Leviathan's now trying to look for an angle, trying to get an early pick, trying to force a cooldown on this high ground, waiting for the engage. Winston's starting to fall pretty low here, and Dab every day is looking for another pick, trying to finish off this Winston. Honeybun is contesting Dusty on the high ground and finds Dusty, and even though Suzu is used, Octo finds Cal Phoenix, and the fight is even. Octo finding Valid, and now the fight switches into the favor of Leviathan, but Honeybun proving to be. Wow, Honeybun choosing to be a force of nature in the backline of Leviathans, taking down 3. All that's left is Octo on point. The pulse bomb goes wide, but this point still is in the hands of Shapeless.
Yeah, that's a crazy loss there. Having just Honeybun get 3 of your players when you're up. It's a tough one to eat, but you just got to come back into this with a fast touch on point, finding their staggers, and there's Blade coming out from Honeybun.
Blade's out for Honeybun, and the Freya ult is popped from the side of Leviathans, but they aren't able to find anybody. Octo finds Valid on the back end, but Av and Cal Phoenix have already picked off Dusty and Elvin, and the fight is over for Leviathans. Maybe they pick Cal Phoenix off in the end here, but there's nothing else you can really do. Leviathans has no team left. Even though they get the stagger on Cal Phoenix, maybe they do have this faster re-engage here. Hopefully they take the advantage of it. Octo going for the early boop onto Av. The Kitsune rushes pop from both sides, and the fight is on. Dusty picks off Honeybun early, and Dab every day picks up Av, but Cal Phoenix trades out for their support on Elven Warrior on the Kiriko. Cal Phoenix really just harassing Dab every day in the corner here, but the beat is popped from the side of Shapeless, but it gets no value. Dab every day is gonna fall here, but the point is it falls back into the hands of Leviathans pretty handily. Dusty desperately trying to keep a little space, get people down low. Nick's keeping the pressure off on the coast side. But now they're stabilizing. Av looking for an early angle, but Leviathans goes for an early beat and finds two on both their backlines, and that's it for this push for the Shapeless. What an amazing beat from Nyx.
Yeah, being early enough like that, trying to go first in the fight. You know they don't have Blade for a little while. Really good value there.
Now on Leviathans is up on ultimates, and they take advantage of it. Leviathan's popping the Tectonic shot early, and Dusty finds one with the Valid with the pulse. Now Shapeless is really on the back foot here. It'd be a miracle if they're able to find anything. Octo finds Av, and once again this fight just peters out. Cal Phoenix trying to find something in the end here, but really just desperately trying to get out, trying not to get picked out. And the mines go out early into their spawn room, making it impossible to get that early touch.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll even be able to unless they walk this right side here, which
Honeybun
they are.
Looking for another off angle, but Honeybun's gonna get to point. But is it gonna matter? I mean, Leviathans is just screwing them up in that room. That every day, taking out both supports again. Honeybun trading out for Nyx. Takes out Cal Phoenix. Now it's just up to this Genji to stall point, and Honeybun does take out Elven Warrior, but then but it's taken out himself.
Here comes the Lucio.
And this Lucio gets the touch, and the Kitsune goes out. This fight's not over yet. They need to touch now, but no! The C9!
Yeah, you know, I mean, when you're playing Curie and you're on a fast comp like that, you're really just hoping your team can get back in time because you need your Curie to be up. You have Kitsune, those heals through Kitsune, everything. You would have had a really, really great time. And this is a replay from Honeybun's insane 3K moments ago. Somehow, full HP Lucio just gets one-shotted by a Genji. That's what happens when you hit every shuriken.
All right, now on to map 2. Let's see if there's any adaptations. It looks like Av is switching to the Freya here instead of the Tracer, trying to take advantage of this height. All right, fighting. Let's go. Without further delay, they go for the TP play back up to try to take this as early as they possibly can. Leviathan's trying to take point pressure as much as possible. Really, it's just fake pressure, going straight for going for the rotate right around backline. Dab Every Day is gonna fall. No, but Octo finds Av in the end, and they're once again even. Recall has already been used, but Shapeless is kind of already out of steam. We're waiting for another re-engage. Octo's boop gets completely negated. Honeybun going in with no cooldowns is just kind of stuck in there.
Octo finds Talab.
And Honeybun. So now they're even, completely even. Dusty finding Cal Phoenix, Honeybun getting Dab Every Day, but Dusty taking the trade. Valid taking out Nyx, but after all is said and done, Leviathan still has this point pressure. Well, rather for not much longer. The entirety of Shapeless Abyss has returned, and Octo can only Octo can only hold on to point for so long, but it seems to be enough. Valid getting chased out, but Shapeless Abyss gets the point pressure. Dusty and Elvin can take out Av and Cal Phoenix respectively. Nyx taking out Honeybun, and Shapeless's fight is now falling back into the favor of Leviathans. Dusty whips the pulse, but it doesn't matter because they've got point again.
Yeah, you know, being on this venture, it's pretty difficult. You only have 2 abilities to try to survive as long as you can. If you use both recklessly, you're just gonna be the first one dead every fight.
I mean, that almost just happened there, forcing out Suzer early from Elven Warrior. And now Cal Phoenix finding Nyx, finding Every Day, and Nyx Honeybun finding Nyx, Valid finding Elven on the back end, and points flip back over to Shapeless.
So I'm sorry, was that a Ajax, or did beat go off?
I believe it was an Ajax. Ajax City.
That is unfortunate for Leviathan's side, but not a big deal. Still got that point.
Hella early Kitsune rush from the side of Leviathan. The beat's going out from the side of Shapeless, and the mines are out from from Octo as well. Dabaride falls early, Calphoenix. Calphoenix also finding Elvin on the back end. And Calphoenix finding 3 with Nyx. And once again, Leviathans is on the back foot. Now, as far as ultimates go, Shapeless only has their primal for this, which is, to be honest with you, kind of it's just a second life for their Winston. So as far as ultimates go, they're pretty much even. Well, Dab every day going with the has the tectonic shock. What am I saying? Dusty going with the pulse bomb as well. Oh my gosh. Elven Warrior taken out early by Ab. Now Leviathans are in trouble. Dab every day's taken out and by Honeybun. Can Dusty find the pick onto Honeybun? No. And Honeybun finds Nyx on the back end, and Leviathans is once again forced to disengage. They need this touch badly. Leviathans is in serious trouble for this point.
Yeah, you know, I saw Dusty looking for that pulse bomb there, but just not ready to commit to it yet. With one fight left to go, and there's the pulse slightly missing, valid, but still forcing the point pressure. Somebody's got to stay for touch.
And Calphoenix finds Elvin, and there's no more supports left for Leviathans. Is this even still holdable? And have taken out Calphoenix.
Very winnable, just supports remain.
And oh my gosh, this is winnable. It's not over yet.
Half the point.
And the point is taken. All right, you know what? What am I saying?
Really good minds by Octo. Really sketchy play, almost not getting back to point. Remembering he is on ball, so he definitely will get back in time.
Leviathan's trying to take up as much space as early as possible. Calphoenix getting on the off angle, but Fallon falls down into the city below. Dusty finding Calphoenix, and Dusty fighting Talop, and the fight is over for Shapeless once again.
Yeah, not getting these trades and just finding the picks is going to be huge for them, especially since they have Shapeless has Blade. Leviathans really need to hope that this beat can save them through it. Play early enough to try to force a Blade with the Lucio playing in a safe position to get that beat off.
Yeah, definitely. Let's hope that Nyx is able to go here. Valid with the aggressive beat here, and Leviathan's responding kind. The Blade finds one and looking for Nyx on the back end. But has this fight gone out of steam for Shapeless? No. Honeybun finding Elvin on the back end, and Talib getting some amazing shots on the Nyx. And now it's OT. Pulse bomb just barely. Calphoenix just barely surviving that pulse bomb. Talib upping the Kitsune Rush early to try to poke out people walking on the bridge. Suzu's forced out, but Leviathans are back. Honeybun taking out Elven Warrior at the end, and Honeybun finding Dab every day. It's just Octo and Dusty on the point, and Nyx joining them as well. This stall has to be legendary. Calphoenix popping the primal, trying to get people off, but is it gonna? And it almost succeeds there. Octo getting the last second touch. Octo has these mines. He's gonna pop it onto point, trying to keep him off for as long as possible. This stall from Leviathans has been legendary. Suzu's being used, and every day is on the with the OC, but is taken out. Apt by Ab. Honeybun takes out Elvin early. Octo falls from Talib. It's only Dusty and Nyx left on point. A miracle needs to happen here. Talib taking out Dusty, and that's it for map number 2.
You know, that was quite insane. If you're Leviathans, you have to understand, you have the ball player on your team. With full HP, you can take your time setting up an angle to get back with your ball still being able to stall, knowing they have mines, knowing they have shield, knowing they have full health. Take those angles when you can. Stop staggering into the point. Try to play slow. Really good TP Suzu by Elvin, though, keeping Octo up a little bit longer. Worth the trade. Unfortunately, just wasn't enough. Shapeless played that really well, not overusing, not getting too flustered, and losing one at a time with each entry that Leviathans had. Really well done from both sides.
Leviathans have the map advantage going to this point here. So let's see if they're able to show. Let's see if they're able to show that Shapeless was just a fluke, or if Shapeless was saying, no, your win was a fluke. Dab every day swapping onto the Reaper here, trying to get more value onto this monkey. Dusty looking for an early angle onto onto coast side, but is forced out early. There's a huge scrappy fight going on this side, and Cal Phoenix finds Elvin earlier. Honeybun finding Dab every day, and Leviathan's fight once again is peters out. Cal Phoenix finds Dusty on the back end, and now Leviathans are forced to full re-engage. Sorry, fully regroup.
Regroup.
Yes, thank you.
100% really, really well done by Shapeless, controlling that coast. Unfortunately, Dab Every Day just could not set up in a spot where making that Winston's life could be a little bit less happy.
Leviathan's going in for the early engage. The Susum's already forced on the side of Shapeless, and they find Av. But Valid takes out Nyx. Honeybun takes out 2 once again, and Talib getting out Elven Warrior at the back end. Looks like Octo's also going to be taken out, and now that's another huge fight loss from the side of from Leviathans.
Yeah, you want to play this a lot more fluid. Try to play together with the engages, bait something to jump, and then hit that, because you're playing brawl / dive / poke with the Reaper Freya ball. So, but Elvin
Warrior taking out Honeybun
That's
early.
a big pick.
And both support ults are forced from the side of Shapeless, but it doesn't matter because the fight's won once again, and the beat's also forced out from Leviathans.
Leviathans do have point control with Octo, knowing that he can stall for at least a couple of seconds. They can regroup, not lose too much percentage here.
And Leviathans have a significant ult advantage going to the next fight. Bull is popped early. Same with the blade up from the side of Leviathans. Honeybun finding 3, and but Octo and Dab Every Day finding 2, and Cal Phoenix and Talib. The Death Blossom doesn't find anything, but the fight's not over. The point's still stuck for Leviathan. Dab Every Day's taken out, and Shapeless is on their way back. But so is Leviathan's.
Elvin is getting jumped by 3.
And Octo's just being completely harassed, but that means nobody else is. Av and Talib take out Dusty and Nyx Nyx and Dusty respectively. Leviathans really have to get an impressive touch and hold here. Av taking out Dab Every Day early in the fight, Can Leviathans hold it, or is Shapeless just going to take him out? Honeybun finding Elven Warrior, and it's seeming increasing, and Valid taking out Dusty. It's seeming increasingly unlikely that Leviathans are going to take this map. However, we should not count out this stall from Octo just yet. Octo's finally falling, but Dab Every Day gets the touch. While he's getting bounced around, the beat goes out, but that's it.
Yeah, you know, we saw
takes map 1.
A lot of great plays from Cal Phoenix and Honeybun in that map. Leviathans are gonna have to adapt into that Genji. Figure out, maybe just save the beat for it. Try not to be forced to use beat earlier than Blade comes out. Play characters that have more movement, whatever it may be. I mean, we did see, like, you know, the Freya and the Genji, which I think would be great. You know, both have movement, but unfortunately, just I don't think that the Venture got a whole lot of value. Venture just kind of was left ISO'd constantly. I mean, you have to play on the balls and gauges, but how do you do that when you have no cooldowns? How do you get out when they just counter dive you? Really, it's a really tough situation to be in, but you know, just slight changes from the comp, I think they can be there.
I also do want to point out that to build off of Shapeless and build off of, you know, Honeybun and Cal Phoenix's synergy, is they just dove together more. Where Leviathans kind of seemed like everybody was kind of doing their own thing and not really committing to the thing at the same time. Where Shapeless just had that edge where they knew exactly where they were going every single fight. They were able to force out that Kiriko early, almost every single fight, losing them the fight almost on the spot. only so much you can do down to Kiriko.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, if you're Kiriko in this situation into that dive coordination that Shapeless seems to have, you might either want to swap and go Moira, or you might want to play something that could just survive a little bit easier, at least for one of the hits. Because when you TP, you have to TP into a ball who's in the rest of the team's face.
I
Yeah, you might
did.
be out of the Winston and Genji's face, but now you're in somebody else's face.
Yeah, I did want to actually bring that up. It is worth noting that Elvin was playing the Kiriko. Elvin, as we've seen in the past, and as we saw yesterday, Elvin plays Moira. Yesterday, we saw it a lot in the Div 2 the Div 2 Grand Finals match, actually. There was a Genji who the other team decided, all right, we're going Moira. And the Moira got insane value. So coming into this hybrid map, do you think the value you might get from going a Moira who's going to be able to deal with the Genji a little bit better arguably is more than what you get having a Kiriko on your team?
That's a great question. That's something that they might have to just mess with, because you have to remember they ran a little bit of everything. They ran a little bit of ball or dive, a little bit of brawl, a little bit of poke. Um, if they kind of make that comfortable in between, they might be able to get there. A Moira, yes, definitely can live the first hit, as well as knowing what they're fading into, right? Moira has fade, no TP. You don't have to just choose a target and TP to them. Like I was saying, you're just going to end up TPing right into somebody's face. Now your TP's on 10-second cooldown. Moira, or whatever the cooldown is. Moira, on the other hand, you can see where you're going, know if you're going into a safe spot. You can live. I mean, they are on a live comp. Ball lives, Tracer lives. You don't have to TP into somebody and then you die, and then 5 seconds later your team dies. You definitely can fade out instead and play a little bit safer to re-engage.
Fair enough.
Exactly. And then there's also that extra thing that you have to realize here. Whereas Moira can mark this Genji a little bit better and survives a lot better. However, you kind of sacrifice the team sustain for that as well,
Yeah.
Like
You do indeed.
there's no Suzu, and Moira can't put out as much consistent healing,
But
and
who are
and
you
not nearly
healing?
as much damage either.
You're 100% on the damage. Survivability, I think, much increases. Heals wise, I don't know. I think it might stay relatively the same. Who are you healing to begin with? You're on Ball, you're on Tracer, you're on Genji. Um, I mean,
That's very true.
Fair enough.
Suzu,
And
yes, 100%. I can't deny with Suzu.
yeah,
Suzu's definitely huge, but if you're dead right after using Suzu,
yeah.
you might want to rethink it.
All right. Well, with that, we do actually have some switches. So I'm going to take the opportunity and pass you guys on to the new roster.
Okay.
All right. So
Wow.
for Leviathans, now we see Dab every day on the tank, Schlo and Dusty on DPS, Nyx and Elven Warrior still on support, same backline.
So, I mean, I don't want to spoil, but I know exactly what they're going to play here. And I'm
I
guessing
feel
they're
like
on
it's
Scrim's row, right?
Yeah, I assume if they put in the
Yeah.
Reinhardt player, yep, they are on Scrim's Row.
They're gonna so yeah, we're gonna see a lot more we're gonna see some brawl from the side of Leviathans here. Any swaps for Shapeless?
No swaps for Shapeless.
No
All
swaps for
right.
Shapeless, so going into
Now,
Tim's Row.
there's something I want to point out, especially. Um did you notice one particular person on their team and one particular portrait that we saw? Um
Yeah, I am pretty sure I did.
yeah, it's
Yep,
Shlo
and
and
we
the
see it.
Junkrat.
Yeah, okay. Schlunkrat.
He's shlunking it once again. Now, Shapeless is not playing this.
No, definitely
I
not.
hope not.
Uh, I get why they do this, but you know, they're definitely not playing this, and if they are, that's I could see the Widow early, right? Try to go for a quick pick.
All right, they're on the they're swapping to their thing now. Wait, okay, never mind.
Slightly.
Maybe
But
they
yeah,
take one at a time.
with this comp that you see Leviathan's playing, you're kind of playing around your Freya. Like, you want to be in a spot where your Freya can get all the value. Slow finding Honey
Slow getting
Buffera
what? Slow getting
immediately.
Slow getting the Pharah immediately is crazy. They're already down one, but they don't need to push in quite just yet. Dusty getting poked out pretty hard, but and now Honeybun is just kind of taking the space for free into the back lane. Dusty finding Honeybun at the end though, at the beginning though. And there's a
You
pause
had the
going through.
pause. But Honeybun did get picked again by Dusty. I feel like we might see a Pharah swap now.
I mean, I think it seems pretty likely, right?
Right. I mean, you get picked twice immediately. You're thinking about swapping. Or
And
you're
one
just
of them,
thinking, well, they got lucky. I had to regroup. They got that pick. Whatever. Pharah is a good pick into Freya. Freya's not, it's not super easy to hit a Pharah out of the air.
I'm going to provide a little bit of food for thought in that instance. Only count one of the 2 times that you got picked off as the Pharah, because they did just disconnect. I believe that they're having an internet issue.
Oh, okay. So, it was Honeybun who got
yeah,
disconnected.
all right.
I have a feeling that you saw Honeybun on the point temporarily. I think they were mid-air and lost internet, and because of that, it just made them contest the objective and like go still.
Now, I do want to say one thing real quick. I want to give a shout out to the chat that everybody's complaining that it's another Kings Row and they want Midtown instead. To everybody who's complaining about that, no.
Yeah.
What did you expect? You expect the grand finals match to not be Kings Row? I
don't know. Me personally, Kings Row, eh. No,
I mean,
100% love Kings Row. I mean, that's what we practice. My team practices every day. You gotta love to see how different teams play it, their comps that they run. I mean, I really thought we were gonna. I did not expect to see Dab every day on the Ramancha. I didn't even know he played tank. So I was definitely thinking maybe some ball map, right? But this did shock me.
I mean, yeah, Dab every day has picked up the mantle of being the Ramattra player ever since OneBook's computer died. And so since OneBook played both ball and Ram, they needed to have somebody fill in that role, and Bob and Dab every day stepped up into that role.
Yeah. Being a team player for sure. No, we know that Schlo is on the Junkrat, right? We see that right now.
Yes.
We see that Jade weapon. So I'm excited to see each point what Schlo has in mind for where they're going to be playing. I assume Schlo is going to be controlling this hotel right lane, not allowing anybody to walk in there, as well as just making it impossible to swing an angle without having a Junkrat hit you in the face. Junkrat
Exactly.
bomb hit you in the face. It is a weird, like you can't lie. It is weird to see, Junkrat. You think, oh, very counterable. I mean, look at it. They went Pharah. However, it's Schlunkrat.
I mean, yeah, he took out the Pharah
Took out that Pharah immediately.
as soon as he left. So as soon as he left the spawn room. So I mean, it's worth noting that anything is possible. Also, if I'm Cal Phoenix, I should just get comfortable with the fact that I'm never going to have armor this entire game.
Yeah, right. You're never gonna have armor. But if you're also Soj, you're thinking, okay, Junkrat, easy rail target. Okay, Ram, easy rail build target. All right. Okay, but what about Freya? Freya is really hard to hit when you're playing Soj, and as long as you have that movement on the Freya, I mean, Freya's just gonna force out the Soj constantly. The Junkrat mine's gonna make it so it can't swing these small corridors on King's Row. I don't know. Might be a little difficult for the current comp that we see from Shapeless to play into.
Mm-hmm.
they did think about it. They did fine tune this comp, Leviathans. Um, and
Yeah, sorry.
no, go ahead.
If Leviathans are known for one thing, it's for their consistency in their compositions. And you're absolutely right that they fine-tune this. Where most teams like to be flexible and just try to play the meta as much as they can, play around hero pools. All Leviathans said, screw the meta. We're playing around our hero pools, and the meta can bend to us. And clearly, it's been extremely successful. I mean, we can say whatever we want about what their comp looks like, or anybody can say what their comp looks like, or whatever. They've taken on the brunt of this entire series with their unorthodox way of playing. However, that means Shapeless has had an entire season. Shapeless has an entire season to like really look at how they play. Even though Leviathans, knows the general way of how to play this composition, there have to be some weaknesses that can be exploited. Exploited? Exploited. Yeah,
You're doing all right there, Jen.
My brain's getting exploded.
It's a Sunday. We'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Also, I'm just gonna kind of step in a little bit here. Just while we wait for the pause. I just want to give a big thank you to all of the teams that have been participating in the Nebula Season 0. Even playoff teams especially, but honestly, it's amazing to see the dedication from a lot of these teams. I mean, in Grand Finals alone, I'm pretty sure we've had a tank for a Div 5 team whose computer decided to give up on them before the stream, and instead of just saying, oh shoot, we can't play, and making it so the Grand Finals doesn't happen, they went to a friend's house, played at their friend's house on their computer, and managed to not only win the match, but I'm pretty sure get MVP. And
I think that's gotta be kind of a big reason for it, right?
Yeah, that's iconic.
Yeah, that's
iconic.
I mean, in Shadow, we had it before where a MVP was someone playing in a internet cafe. I've also gotten news that one of the players today is also at an internet cafe. So, thank you everybody for the dedication for this.
And it's back. The match is back on. Slow taking control of Hotel early, spamming into choke so that nobody can walk behind Cal Phoenix. Cal Phoenix just kind of left to dry by himself, even though they've got the space required. It doesn't really matter as long as Slow is just spamming out their backline. We do see the swap from Av off the Pharah to the Freya, the mirror of the Freya. Slow going to contest the top ground, and the trap is destroyed. However, both sides are kind of stable. Cal Phoenix now it's dropping to take the point.
You want to flip the map here.
And Honeybun finds Dusty. And even though only one pick was taken, it doesn't look like Leviathans has the means to walk. No, and they're just gonna give up point. GG play for next.
Yeah, if I'm Leviathans there, I'm thinking about flipping the map. They already lost control of that height. They can't swing anymore to get any value. So, I'm also looking at it now, and, I just noticed that they're on an Ana and a Brig, right? And you're playing Brawl. The nades definitely are a big aspect of this. Ab
takes out Dusty, and there's no Bola for the fight. Ram's forced into punching mode, and Ab throws out a thing of his own, but Nano is used, and Shlo gets out tall up early. And even though Dabaride is getting completely bullied by Cal Phoenix, the fight's lost. Cal Phoenix is probably going to be able to get out of here safely, but no more point progress. Dab every day going. Leviathan's just going for the as aggressive as possible, pushing them all the way back through that choke. Cal Phoenix gets naded, and now there's no more push. However, Cal Phoenix is coming up on that Terror Surge. Cal Phoenix uses the Terror Surge early and finds nothing. Was that a fat finger? The Slow's tire goes out and finds two. What an amazing tire from Schlo. Honeybun in the back line, not able to find anything, gets slept and gets every single crossbow bolt into their face. Leviathans are
I'd
still
love a rewind on that a little bit later.
For real, getting jumped in the alleyways of London. I mean, seems pretty normal.
But,
Surprised it wasn't a knife.
Right.
So Orbit goes out early from the side of Shapeless as well as the blade, but now Leviathans are just popping every one of their ults too. And even though one pick was taken, the fight's still stable. Elven Warrior coming up on the Nano here, and it can't come a minute sooner. A minute too soon. Honeybun falling to 20 health and forced to disengage early. Now Dabbery Day has that nano boost, hoping for punchy form. Goes straight to punch for the backline, but Leviathans aren't able to sustain them. And Honeybun finds Dab every day, and once again the fight falls apart. But Cal Phoenix is also falling dangerously low, forcing the Tollip to get out of their safe positioning. Leviathans are they're lost. Ab takes out Schlo, and there's no more fight. There's no more touch. Supports are getting bullied in this backline, and Cal Phoenix looking for this Terror Surge. Or not. Doesn't need it. Elven takes out Elven Warrior with ease. Same with, and Cal Phoenix taking out Nyx at the end. Now Leviathans are in extreme danger. They basically have only this last corridor to hold. And Cal Phoenix takes out Dusty. And that pick is massive. Cal Phoenix looking for a Terror Surge in the backline and unable to find anything. It hits the spear into Dabbery Day, but is stuck back behind enemy lines. This fight might be flipped. Cal Phoenix falling extremely low, but the heals are getting it. Oh no! Both the nade is popped, and Dabbery Day's taken into the abyss, but Nyx gets Av. But not before it comes out, and Honeybun takes out Dusty. Schlo takes out Cal Phoenix.
It's huge tire.
This tire needs to get. No! Honeybun takes out the tire. And wow. And a convincing 3-point takeover from Shapeless. What happened there from Leviathans? What went wrong?
Well, they just never really regrouped and hit a target together. They didn't brawl together. They instead played a little separate, allowed them to get walked on, didn't engage first. I mean, you have no speed if you're Leviathans. You really cannot be playing the Juno or the Ana Brig, and you want to be playing the Juno Brig. And if you can't do that, you might just want to play the Geary. It's tough to play Ana Brig into something where Genji's just going to constantly be a nuisance to your backline. And here's the replay of tire from Schlo. I just have to pause real quick to show it. Oh, beautiful. And tire.
Also worth mentioning, the boot from Cal Phoenix was also played there. Now, looks like Leviathans are gonna go switch to that Kiri Lucy for the speed control and attack here.
You do need speed. Unfortunately, that's how this is. If you're gonna play Brawl, you got to be able to walk first, or else you're gonna lose every fight due to momentum.
Something worth pointing out as well is that even the value that nades can get is pretty much negated by Orissa's Fortify. I mean, Orisa just kind of doesn't really care about nades.
Exactly.
And the fight is on. Dusty trying to look for an early pick. Is unable to find, almost taken out by Cal Phoenix, and now is going to swap to the Freya. However, Leviathans were just given right side for free around statue. The pressure is not sufficient enough from the side of Shapeless to negate them walking here. Cal Phoenix going for a very lengthy rotate to try to meet them onto high ground, but is that enough time? Dusty gets bullied in the back and spawn from Honeybun. And now, yeah, and now I guess it was enough. Valid takes out Nyx, and the fight falls short. Dabberday trying to desperately get back to the spawn room without getting staggered out, and it doesn't seem to work here. And now,
Ooh, Dusty. And
going to the
Elvin.
Mercy Echo. Hopefully getting to. I guess the Leviathans are hoping to get some cheeky sticky picks, trying to get a pick early.
Yeah, I mean that's a really good idea. You gotta time the engages so your team can take some more of the aggression rather than the Echo and Mercy.
Dusty and Elvin taking the high ground, taking the right side high ground early. Dabberday walking onto their backline, but Ab takes out Elvin, and now the Echo has no support. Valid taking out the grounded Dusty, but Dabberday trading for Valid. However, it's not enough as Cal Phoenix just deals so much damage to Dab every day. Point was contested for a second there, but no real space has been taken from Leviathan.
Yeah, Shapeless has 4 ults coming up. Leviathan's made some swaps, so they're still not quite there yet. Dusty coming up closest with the most recent swap.
Suzu's forced early, and therefore allowing the Vola to be taken out, but the Vola goes wide and misses everything. Cal Phoenix is in trouble. They have no more buttons left. Dabbery Day just taking as much as he possibly can, but the orbit and the ray goes out. Leviathan's caught the Consider Rush, and Honeybun really wants to use his blade, but it's taken out by Dusty. Dusty goes for the dupe onto Ab, and just barely finds them at the end. And now it looks back. Point goes back to looking back at the favor of Leviathan. Unfortunately, Dusty's copied Bola is sunned out. Dabberday just taking up as much space as they can, just to avoid not allow them Leviathans to walk this corner. Honeybun going to touch on the point, popping the blade, and gets to slow, but Dusty takes out Honeybun in kind. Arissa gets to touch, but Arissa has no more buttons, and the Annihilation is popped onto the backline of Shapeless. It doesn't look like this push is enough, even though Cal Phoenix is still stuck on this point. Leviathan gets it, and however, but not without a great cost. Look at the ultimates from the side of Shapeless and Leviathans. The only ultimate they have only ultimate that Leviathans has is Tire, while Shapeless has Bola and is coming up on a Terra Surge pretty early here. However, they are taking this space early. Schlo looking for an insane Tire, trying to get an early pick onto backline, but just gets a huge chunk of damage done to the Arissa. Arissa just shakes it off.
They might be able to find it.
Oh, but it's enough.
Not a fast enough disengage from Cal Phoenix. Didn't realize that Dusty was just waiting there, ready to do that burst damage along with Dab every day. And you just see Schlo being Heart Princess here.
Schlo being the pretty princess that he is, sitting on cart with his Tire, batting his eyelashes.
As he should.
Now Shapeless has a lot of ults. Has 2 ults going into this, and with a third one with Ray coming in pretty soon. Cal Phoenix going for a very safe play with the Bola Terra, finding Nyx, but Dabberday trades out for Valid. Dusty pops the dupe, but isn't able to find anybody. Ab takes out Elvin and Dabberday, and finding Dusty at the back end. Oh, Schlo just barely lives that.
But we did see Ab finding what, 4?
Ab did? No, you're right. Ab did find 4. Ab
putting
in some work on this Freya, for real.
But yeah, I mean, that's just the power of Freya.
The amount of burst damage and the amount of poke that she has just really shaken up this Overwatch meta. Now, both support ultimates are popped from the side of Leviathans, and Shapeless doesn't even want to deal with it. They just fully kite it. No picks were taken. Shapeless was just like, No, I don't think I will. The blade comes out from Honeybun at the last moment. The point still hasn't quite gone through, only finding Elven Warrior, but he's stuck in the middle of everything without any abilities. Nyx is taken out on the back end. Dusty's still fought up in the air. Can he find Dusty at the end? Yeah. Whoa. That disengage was extremely genius from the side of Shapeless. They knew that Leviathans had no more steam after that, so they just waited out both support ultimates and then re-engaged right afterward. I mean, the Suzu was forced early, so they had nothing to sustain them.
Yeah, I mean, it did seem like it was planned because you do see Nyx now on the Lucio with Elvin on the Kiriko, and huge Suzu from Elvin. That would have been a 3-man. Schlo with the huge fire.
It's Schlo putting in work. Dab every day taking out Valid, and it's just Cal Phoenix left on point, taking no damage through Fortify and even through OT. Oh, and Tolop taken out with the stagger, and even through OT, Leviathans are still in it.
They are still in it, but they do need to cap with more than a minute to be able to win, or sorry, with time to be able to even get a chance at winning this map.
Dab every day holding onto the Annihilation for this fight, and it's worth noting that Dusty has swapped off of the Freya to go to Genji, possibly hoping to contest the Freya a little better. However, Dusty's just being allowed to live in this backline. Cal Phoenix overheats, and now the pressure is down. Dab every day pops the Annihilation, and forces out the Ray, but Cal Phoenix takes out Dab every day, and now Valid pops the rally, but is mined all the way upstairs. But Honeybun and Ab clean up the fight. Dusty desperately trying to leave, but is put in the corner, and doesn't quite get shivved in the back alley. But Leviathans have to touch now. Nyx has to use this beat pretty much as soon as she can in order to get this engage to work. And there it goes. There's the beat. Shapeless but they would really have liked it for Shapeless's Terra Surge. But Terra Surge goes wide, finds nothing. Cal Phoenix is falling dangerously low. Honeybun just slicing and dicing. The backline doesn't matter. Even though Schlo take out 2 and Dusty takes out 1. But wait. This fight is still winnable. But the tire doesn't find anybody, and it's just Schlo left on point. Schlo finds Valid, and after Dusty finds Tolop, Daverde swapping to the D.Va, but the Kitsune Rush is popped. Honeybun gets their blade out and takes out 2. Cal Phoenix takes out Schlo and Av, and Dusty swapping to the Tracer to get the point, but he doesn't get the touch.
That is.
And this map number 2 going to Shapeless once again.
Map, yeah. Both teams are putting in work. It just seems like these maps where, where you're trying something a little different than what you're used to, or maybe they are used to this all the time, but you're trying to play the Ram. You got to make sure that you don't terrify a one-trick Freya player who has the Galactic skin, Yes. Dusty pulls out that Freya, and Av said, bet. Really big plays from both the DPS on Shapeless, and really big plays, like really good swaps from Leviathans as well. Unfortunately, it just wasn't enough to pull it out in the end.
Now, I mean, let's talk about the next map for Flashpoint. Obviously, the Levs have the map pick here. We all know what they're gonna pick, right? I think we're all pretty familiar with Leviathan's proclivity for the Saravasa here. I mean,
yeah.
And the question of the day is: do they run this Ram? Do they run this Ram here, or do they go back to Ball?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question. I think I know the answer to. But we'll leave it up for surprise.
I guess. Any swaps? Any swaps, Caustic?
Currently, our producer is taking a bio.
Oh, I see. I'm great at paying attention to the media chat.
It's all right.
Oh, they just left too.
Shortly. Yeah, just left, but she'll be back shortly. we do have, like, I do want to say though, we did see previously, I'll bring it up. I'll bring it up one more time. We did see a reverse sweep from Leviathans against Shapeless before. I mean, both these maps have been super, super close.
Maybe Leviathan. You're right. Maybe Leviathans just has to dial it in, or
This has to wake up a little bit.
Shapeless has it. I mean, that's also another
Yeah, or
extreme
Shapeless
possibility.
is so frustrated with the fact that they did get reverse swept last time that they are hungry this time. It definitely could go either way. It is so strange. I will say it is very strange to see seven TBAs here.
That's for sure. I mean, I getting so used to the little thing, and then the hybrid one without the TBA on it, it's kind of throwing me off.
Exactly. Right. Not the TBA, and it has the actual logo. It's been like that every time. No matter what I say, Caustic can't seem to change that one.
I mean, I guess it's not necessarily TBA because it's only
Oh, right.
it's not TBA unless Leviathan. I mean, Leviathans still have 2 maps to make it a TBA.
True.
All right, let's talk about. We've been talking a lot about Leviathans lately. Let's talk about Shapeless. Now, what do you think Shapeless is going to run here? Shapeless showing that Winston comp, and also being able to play that Orisa comp as well.
I
Knowing
mean,
knowing that Leviathans are definitely going to play this ball comp on Flashpoint.
right.
What are we doing?
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I've been kind of addicted to with how Shapeless has been playing that Genji, and I feel like we won't see a Winston, no, but we will see an Orisa with another Genji and a Freya, and it'll just be so like, Freya kind of does counter ball if ball can't get out in time. Orisa counters ball. We might even see a Cass instead of a Freya. I'm not quite sure, but you got to pull out something big. Surprise them, right? If I'm
Yes.
Shapeless, I'm coming out to surprise them. Maybe I'll run out on the Maga and just not die. I
So
mean, minus your backline, of course.
I'm just gonna jump in here again. We're gonna have another switch from the side of Leviathans.
Let me guess. This is Octo for Dab.
Correct. There's no switches for Shapeless, but you're missing another person.
Alien.
Oh, getting Alien in on here.
That's I didn't expect that. I didn't. How many DPS do they have? We see Octo on the
Yes.
tank now, Alien and Dusty on DPS, and the continuing backline of Nyx and Elvin, which
If
I
I'm
don't
not
think.
mistaken, they have
They have one
6
more.
DPS, technically speaking, considering you
Wow.
have Deb Everyday, who also plays
Right.
They
tank.
have Dusty, Daviday,
Dusty,
Alien,
yeah.
Purist.
Pierce.
Pirishlow. Yeah.
Slow.
Slow. That's
Yeah.
5 at least. 5
That's
at least.
5. So I mean, Leviathan's really putting in numbers on the roster, but just in the DPS category. I mean, who can't play DPS on that roster to be real?
This is true. So, but now looking at Shapeless,
Shapeless's roster has stayed the same.
no change. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
What?
Does Shapeless have any subs?
They do. They have
They do have subs. Okay, but why
Bananas,
why
who is
change
their
what's been working, right?
They have Bananas, who is support, from what I can tell.
Okay.
They chose Brig as their hero choice for the graphic, but they are not.
Gotta give love to the
Okay.
people on the bench.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. I mean, love to, except for Purist.
Dang.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. We love Purist
Wow.
here.
I don't know. Pierce was, I thought was my favorite. You make me question myself.
Wait, you're just so open to suggestion that I say, you know what? I don't like Purist. And you're like,
Yeah,
you
now
might
I'm
be
I'm
onto something.
persuaded.
Yeah.
You persuaded me. I feel like Stitch right now from Lilo and Stitch.
Also, I would have said we're coming into the match. However, we are
Vibrant.
having a typical small indie company scenario where one of the players has gotten the bug that makes it so that they are just constantly loading into the map. So
Oh, fantastic.
just going to be restarted. They're going to be restarting their PC or restarting their
that's
game
fun.
to hopefully have that be fixed. But you know,
Well, we'll
All right, and
give
is it after third map that it's bio or second?
yes.
it is after third.
Third bit for this one. Okay, got it.
Yes, it's after the Flashpoint map.
Got it. Got
All
it.
right. Well, it
got
gives you more time to yap, Dab, because I'm sure people in chat haven't had enough of that.
Well, I mean, how about instead, just to cut you off a little bit before you start yapping, I'll mention this before we go into the bio break. Make sure you stick around after the match is finished because we're going to have the award ceremony right after this.
Yes. I'm not allowed to be there for that, but I will be attending via the audience.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Gooshway? Gooshway apparently is a sub in this channel. Is this the real
Subscriber?
Gooshway? Is this the real Gooshway? I don't think so. Wait,
Who?
hold on.
Is this a situation of Gem fangirling?
Sorry. who?
Gooshway is the tank. Okay, this is not the real Gooshway, but that'd be really cool. But Gooshway is the tank player for my favorite Asia. Well, my second favorite Asian team. For Weibo, he's the tank player. I got really excited there. I got really excited there.
Then you
'cause I
clicked
thought-
on the profile and you saw one follower, huh?
Yeah, I was like, oh, Gooshway. Why is Gooshway here? Oh, here we go. And now we're into the map.
Ready for battle.
What is going on? What is Valid doing? All right. Well, I mean, I hate to say that you're wrong, but it looks like Shapeless is actually going to go with the Winston here, but opting to go for the Lucio instead of the Brig. Trying to go for something a little bit faster here, maybe.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Lev's going out with the
Surprised I see
Sim
the
TP
Winston.
strat.
But it might work. They do know that Leviathans are going to be running out on the ball. They're probably just trying to play to outdive.
Can they do it? Dusty getting contested early and falling extremely low.
It
Almost
just
dies from
Cal Phoenix.
Cal Phoenix, but Cal Phoenix has no more health left.
And that's
And Cal Phoenix falls to
first.
Dusty.
Alien
And Alien
Valid.
finding Valid on the back end. Dusty taking out Honey, but not after Ab takes out Elvin, but the fight's over.
Yeah, I mean,
Ab
really good
getting
trades.
out for the regroup, and that was a good first fight from Shapeless. I mean, Cal
know if you
Phoenix
noticed.
messing up. Sorry,
But
from Leviathans. Shapeless, Cal Phoenix just missed their bubble, and
Right,
that's
right. But
that-
I mean,
that
also
was
that
definitely-
aggression from Dusty, just really well done. You know, you gotta be playing aggressive. You gotta be playing first, or else they will outdive you. They are on triple dive.
Dusty getting zoned out once again, but Cal Phoenix is just gonna fall low once more. This Freya doing works on him. But Ab finds Dusty. Cal Phoenix is still 100 health, 90,
Just
70,
running around to
123.
live.
What? But he's just barely hanging on. Octo finds Cal Phoenix, and the fight's even once again. Ab looking desperately for another pick, but has no more blinks, no more resources. And the fight, and the point time hasn't even been flopped yet. Octo slamming onto Talib flying low. Nyx finds their copy, and Dusty getting revenge on a Talib, and Dusty finding two. And that is a very and now pushing up to the spawn. That is a very convincing first point from Leviathans.
Yes, yes, it is. You know, really good aggression from Leviathans. Unfortunately, Cal Phoenix is just on Winston, and Freya is on a map like this where she gets so much value. It's going to be very easy to play into the Winston unless you triple dive it much faster than Leviathans can dive your backline.
Ab going for an early pinch play, trying to catch the backline off guard. Suzu is forced. Dusty throws out the Bola, but it's unable to, but it goes wide. And the Mines goes onto this backline, and now Shapeless is just stuck in this room. Only Valid is left alive. And Valid's gonna fall very soon. Leviathans wins that fight relatively cheaply.
I felt
Phoenix
that roll
Phoenix
from
popping the
Octo
diva.
somehow. I felt that. I don't know why.
Did you fall? Did it just reverberated straight through your soul?
Exactly. But we do see a swap from the Winston over to the Diva, which makes a lot more sense. You know, you're going to survive into the Freya a lot easier.
And you can just harass that Freya. But once again, Leviathan's going first with their blade, forcing out the beat and the blade. But Leviathan's blading second gives them the advantage.
Uh-oh.
Honeybun taking out Nyx early, but is it enough? Elven Warrior popping the Kitsune Rush on the back end just to try to keep the pressure up. Cal Phoenix finds Alien, and Elven desperately trying to trade it out. Honeybun takes out Dusty and the fight's over once again. Octo, I thought he was gonna slam off. Octo falling down, and an expensive fight from both sides, but Shapeless has 3 ultimates in the bag here, where with Leviathans only having Bola coming up. So now, even though they don't win this fight here, if Shapeless just kind of is not smart about their ultimates, this is still winnable for Leviathans. But at the same time, if Shapeless just is patient and lets Leviathans do their own thing, gets early pick with this pulse bomb, then Leviathans can be in a lot of trouble. Valid finds Alien, and that aggression from Alien's just punished extremely early. Dusty falling extremely low from Av, and it's almost over. Kitsune Rush has popped from the side of Shapeless, just pushing Leviathans back into their spawn. Honeybun finding Dusty, and Av finding Elven Warrior, and now they're once again just getting pushed all the way back.
Yeah, you know, Octo's got to look for a touch here. And
but is that touch going to mean anything? Even if he gets that touch, Shapeless just has so many ultimates to burn. Pulse Bomb goes out and misses, but Av is then traded, found by Av.
You need to force these ults then. If you're Leviathans, you got to force as much as you can out of them.
The bomb goes out. The bomb goes out from Shapeless, but they just cleaned up the backline.
Yeah.
Perhaps Shapeless needed to commit more ultimates to that engage. It seems that they didn't respect it as much as they should have.
Exactly.
And wanted.
Very, very true statement.
And now Leviathans are just going to play first once again. They know that they can't allow Shapeless to get anything done here. Nyx really needs to build up this beat as soon as she can in order to counter that blade, but Elven Warrior is falling extremely low. The beat is popped, and now Honeybun pops the blade late into the fight. Octo finding Tala, but gets a little lost. Cal Phoenix finding Elven, Honeybun finding Nyx, and Ad finding Octo at the end, but an Alien falls low, and even though ultimates were, it's just that beat was too early from Nyx.
Yeah, they used it to match, but unfortunately Blade did come out, and that's when ult tracking does come in handy. Maybe just a little mishap, whatever it may be, a little fear with the momentum that they had from that beat, but it's all right in the favor of Leviathans, because now you have 2 ults coming into this point where
Kitsune Rush just popped early. Looks like they're going for a blade as well into this backline here. Alien unable to find Valid. Nyx getting Valid at the end, but the blade doesn't get nearly as much value as Leviathans wanted, but it still ends up working out for them, despite only getting 1 pick. Shapeless fully backed out. Was that a misplay, or was that planned? Octo going for an impressive slam onto the backline, making Shapeless extremely uneasy sitting in this room. Even though Calpese is keeping the pressure up on here, but finds Elven early and looks to trade Hunter out for the back. But Dusty takes out Valid. Calpese popping the bomb for sustain once again. Honeybun taking out Dusty, and Av looking to take out Alien. And the point goes to Shapeless. Look, looking at these ultimates here. It's Shapeless has a scary ultimate in Kitsune Rush. However, Octo has Leviathans have the perfect counter to it. Just popping mines straight onto the Kitsune Rush, making it completely unusable. Let's see if that's the play they go for here. No!
Kitsune Rush is on.
They got I didn't even see that. That's even better.
Yeah, you know, finding that Kyrie early enough to where you can't even use Kitsune is great, but Mine's unsure if maybe you want to start planning to use these ults for certain scenarios. Like you said, using mines for the Kitsune Rush instead, but they might be trying to build that blade for it rather.
I mean, that's entirely true. I mean, I'm not I'm not playing right now. I'm not fight planning.
Exactly. You're not fight planning, you're not planning out your ults. But if you are Leviathans or you're Shapeless, you got to be thinking about it.
Shapeless has this Kitsune for the re-engage. I'm guessing Honeybun's hoping to get that blade in here, but Nyx still has this, and the Kitsune Rush is popped and responded to with the beat. With the beat, but Dusty finds Talop early. Av desperately trying to trade as well, but falls extremely low. Octo finds Valid and still chasing. Wow.
That's really big. Again, like you said before, Shapeless has to start, matching these ults. Start being more respectable about what Leviathans are using. You gotta start matching them. I mean, you're coming into this next point with 4 ults, yes, but how many are you planning on using?
It almost feels like Shapeless is growing complacent a little bit with their ultimate usage. They really need to lock in here. And wow, they're just going. They just don't like Octo, I guess.
4 ults to 2. 4 ults to 2.
I guess they thought that this was extremely necessary in order to keep him alive. Cal Phoenix taking all of the damage. Octo taking out Valid early, but Honeybun finding one. But Alien finding 2 instead. Hey, my blade is better. Oh my gosh! Alien takes out Honeybun on the back end. Cal Phoenix dies on point, and the point obviously flips to Leviathans. Valid swapping to the Brig, rounding out the composition a little bit. I'm guessing they're still in the Lucio trying to keep the beat up for.
Yeah, right. But that was really big. Blade for blade, and he came out and still getting that point. Really
and look
big.
For them. Look at these mines to stall them in the back line. Either you move in or die. I mean, either you die or move. Oh, stay back. Oh my gosh.
Stay back.
Stay back.
Or go around.
Kitsune rushes. Octo finds Honeybun. Kitsune rushes popped by Leviathans just to really scare them up. And Leviathans has halfway point progress with a considerable ultimate advantage still. With the beat online and Dusty going for the Bola, trying to find the pick onto Cal Phoenix, but is unable to find them. Was that a misplay?
I don't know. Because Leviathans, you want to be careful not to overuse. There's still plenty of time for Shapeless to get a touch, and they're building.
Cal Phoenix is looking for a Terra here too.
Octo finding one alien.
Oh my gosh! But does it matter? Cal Phoenix falling extremely low, having no armor, having nothing left. Honeybun desperately trying to go for the point here. Almost takes out Nyx. Nyx goes for the beat just for a little bit of fun, I guess.
Well, you don't want to lose that Kiriko. You lose Kiriko, it's definitely losable. You gotta get these picks now or never.
You are absolutely correct. Shapeless just gently trickling into point, but are they able to regroup?
You're down your tank at this point. It seems almost impossible.
Honeybun finding Dusty on the back end, but Octo finding Av. It's just Honeybun.
And that is map 3 to Leviathan.
Map 3 going to Leviathans. You know what? Are we? I don't know about you, but this is seeming a little familiar to me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean,
I think I'd get in trouble if I jinx.
Yeah, me too.
No matter what team's going on, I think what team it is, I think I'd get in trouble. One will be mad at the other, or one will be mad at me for putting it out there. So I don't know what you mean.
Oh yeah, no, you know what? I think I just have dementia. I don't really know what I was talking about either. I think I'm seeing visions, the voices.
I mean, but looking back on this map, Shapeless really did play that, well. Unfortunately, they tried to make way too many swaps. You tried to make too many swaps, and you can't find something that's working. So it's just a tough spot to be in. I mean, if you can't find something that will work, you can't find something that you feel comfortable on into the comp that Leviathans is running, you gotta just try to stick it through on one thing and maybe change the way you're playing it rather. Losing those ults really did make it difficult for them on that last point there.
And I do want to say that I don't feel like Shapeless's ultimate usage was the best it's been. I mean, Leviathan's. You're absolutely correct. I feel like ultimate usage is just what this came down to. Leviathan's just had better ultimate usage and therefore just won the fight.
Right. I mean, if you're Shapeless, you're thinking, okay, we need to, like, you're down 1 point already. You're thinking, okay, I need to go into the next point with ults. So that's probably why they're not using it. But if it's you also have to think, okay, it's 2-1. This could be it, and you got to do what you got to do. Even when it was 1-1, being up 2-1, you have to win 2 now. Or sorry, being down 2-1, you have to win 2 now. It's a lot. You do have to match ult for ult, ban for ban, as they say. But Escort, what do you think we'll see from Shapeless? What do you think will be selected?
So there are two things. There are two things that I'm thinking about right now. One, you can just say, you know what? We're gonna do that Orisa comp again, but we're just gonna do it better. So let's pick like I don't know. Like Route 66, some place where Ball just kind of has a hard time, and Orisa can just sit there and do whatever she wants.
Exactly.
Or you can
Simple.
just be, or you can be cringe, and like you can be cringe and just pick Havana or something. Just go completely switch it up. Hold on, where is that map pool again? My lovely producer, could you there we go. On Escort, yeah, or you could just pick Havana and just be like, you know what, we're playing poke. You get have fun rotating, idiots. Get the Freya Widow out. Make it so that nobody has a good time. Now, something that I really want to talk about is this mental aspect. If you're Shapeless, there's a possibility that that this win might have may have just slowed down your momentum. But also, if you're Leviathans, you can't let this win get to your head too much. Obviously, you gotta let it boost your confidence. But if your head gets too big, and the next map goes to Shapeless, it's not looking so good.
Exactly.
However, Shapeless needs
you
to
really want to tie this up.
Shapeless needs to pick their head up and they'll be like, you know what? This was Leviathan's best map. They can't do. They're not going to do that again. We got this.
Yeah, fair enough. And I mean, in the meantime, I guess kind of also affects mental a bit. The teams are on a 5-minute bio break, so I mean, casters, yeah, everyone's on a 5-minute bio break, so that we've seen before. The bio break can be a mental reset for a lot of teams. So, you've got a chance for both teams. I mean, this has been a back and forth match the entire way through, so it's anyone's game.
I mean, yes, it's best of BO4. It's best of 7. So
best of 4.
Literally,
there's 4.
But that's best of 7.
Yeah.
So literally, there's nothing there. Everybody who's saying it's Jover in chat, it's really not. There's way too much left. There's way too much left in this game.
I don't think the person saying it's so Jover is because of them doubting that their team's gonna win. I think it's because they just spent all of their channel points on Shapeless and they've
I can't really blame you. Shapeless winning 2 maps in a row. Shapeless winning 2 maps in a row is a pretty good indicator that they're a safe bet. However, Leviathans were on Suravasa, and I'm gonna make something up that's not true at all. I think the Leviathans has the best whip map differential on Suravasa out of any team. I made that up. That's not true. But you gotta think about it. What do you? Yeah, Watch Point is not in the map pool.
Yeah, Watch Point is not in the map pool for this season.
I'll speak for the higher ups. I'll speak to the higher ups. I want to see. I mean, I'll tell you right now. I want to see Watch Point in the next map pool. I want to see Circuit in the next map pool. And then let's do something stupid, but put Antarctic in it. It'd be funny.
I'm
jeez.
gonna have to deny that motion at our next meeting.
All right. Well, in the meantime, teams are going to use their bio break. Well, the stream will be taking a small bio break as well. Make sure for everybody here watching, get some snacks, get some water, keep yourself hydrated, go use the bathroom while you have the opportunity, because after this match is finished, we are going to have the award ceremony as well. So get ready for that, and we will return momentarily.
Aye, aye.
Welcome back, everybody, to the last Grand Finals match of Season 0 of the Nebula series. It's the Div 3 matchup between Leviathans and Shapeless Abyss. Just coming back off of the bio break, we have a couple swaps coming in. We have the Escort map selection. I'm your host, Caustic. And with me, we've got Gem and Detri as our casters tonight. Just before we get back into the swing of things, I have a list of things I have to mention.
Get into that list.
Yeah, so first off, thank you so much, Schlo, for the 21 total so far gifted subs and 1,000 bits.
And Collapse for the 30 gifted subs, and Lunar Moon
And
also
never
with
mind, I have to
Schlo
edit
just
that.
did
It is
another,
now
yeah.
31 gifted subs. Also,
And I got one of them.
Thank you, Lunar, for the gifted sub as well.
So yeah, sub goal's been crushed, right?
If it hasn't, I will cry. So yeah, thank you for the 31 gift subs, the 1,000 bits. Thank you, Lunar, for the gifted sub as well. And thank you, Collapse, for the 30 gifted subs while we were on break.
This is, I mean, thank you for your generosity.
This is wild.
All the money goes back. I'm pretty sure it goes back into the server. So
Yep.
it just goes to making your experience in Nebula better. So honestly, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you.
Yeah. So after that, I guess before they continue adding on to the list, we'll go through the switch first off, and then we'll head into the map pick. First switch, you've got Dab Everyday coming back in off of the bench. So aliens
going back to the bench.
Yeah, aliens going back to the bench, and with that, we have the map choice. Route 66.
Talk to me about this map choice here for Shapeless.
Now, if you're Shapeless, you know, you're looking to hit head on before Leviathans can set up for a flank dive, because you know that's what they have to do if they're on the ball. You have to try to go for a dive on the flank, try to have somebody set up back there. But if you're Shapeless, you're looking to just hit first. And you know, this map definitely allows it. It's all from one spot on the map they can come from. No huge or long right or left lanes. Really easy to take into a ball. Definitely. If it's the same comps as we've seen, definitely going to be in favor of Shapeless with comp wise.
All right. I mean, I think I agree with you here. Now, if you're Lebs, how do you adapt to that?
You gotta be able to survive the hit. So if you're Leviathans, you need a brig, and you're gonna need somebody that can sit on top of the brig and Ana, if that's what you're playing, to burst the Winston when he jumps. So that could be a Torb, it could be a Cass, just to burn the Winston, whatever it may be. I mean, I don't know. I doubt this is what we're gonna see from Shapeless, but this is definitely what we're gonna see from Leviathans. This is good. I mean, this is good. I mean, this is what we expect to see from Leviathans. However, I don't know if the Freya is going to get all that much value. Yeah, you'll live, but will your supports be able to? So it might have to make a swap depending on those hits that Shapeless is getting.
And Shapeless falling into their comp here, and that's pretty much what we expect, right?
Yeah, 100%. That is what we expect. I mean, it might be easier to survive these hits then. They don't have a double flex this time around.
Fighting, and the fight is on. Cal Phoenix taking left side early, trying to take away this high ground away from Leviathans, but Cal Phoenix has no more armor.
Yeah, and that is the point of the Freya for sure.
I mean,
we gotta make sure that the support line can live.
Now, even though the card has been pushed up all the way, height has not been cleared yet. So in all reality, they might as well just be stuck in spawn room here. Cal Phoenix going for the dive after Av gets it really low, but Dusty, wow, just burst Cal Phoenix down, completely negating the hit. Dabbery Day taking out Valid, and Dusty finding Hollywood at the end there. Top up, finally trading out Dusty at the end, but the fight's over.
You know, I really would like to go back and see a replay there as well too at some point, because if you notice in the distance, you see a great kite by Nyx and Elvin, surviving the hit from Cal Phoenix, allowing Dusty to get that value on the Freya.
I didn't even notice that. Now Cal Phoenix, Shapeless returning again, saying, we're not making that same mistake again. You guys don't have, we're better. Takes the high ground pretty handily from Leviathans, and now Leviathans are on the back foot. Av has the Bulla first, so it's really up to Shapeless to play first as much as they can, get the early pick with the Bulla, and not let Leviathans set up at all. Cal Phoenix looking for a dive to trade out the backline, but Honeybun and Cal Phoenix finds the backline and there's nothing left for Leviathans to do. Dusty's getting caught out in the behind. Cal Phoenix finding him at the end there, and like point progress just being taken by Shapeless, while Leviathans are just still in their backline. Look at Octo falls and the fight's over, and point number one.
Yeah,
point number one goes to Leviathan.
Now you're starting to see exactly what we predicted is the backline is unable to survive the hits with Freya just bursting them out. They can't swing to care anybody, and if they do, Freya gets that value. Winston follows up on a jump with Genji right behind, Kiri TP in if a nade is hit. So kind of just everybody going in on the backline while Leviathans are just trying to look for a target but unable to find one.
Somebody really needs to deal with Av on this Freya, proving to be extremely lethal. But Dabberday finds Tall up early, and Dusty finds Av with a Bull of their own. Even though Elvin falls down, they get the nano off. Dabberday finds Cal Phoenix and and it's a fight win for Leviathans, with Shapeless Abyss basically getting no card progress. I think that's a very important thing to notice there. Despite taking up all that space and winning that and putting up that much pressure, they hadn't the point barely moved. And now they have to re-engage into the ball team that has fully set up. Have already half health, forcing them to disengage early. Cal Phoenix losing armor, even though they're getting a lot of shots off on Dusty. Dusty's just getting well carried by his backline. Nyx pops the rally, and is responded to with the beat and the Kitsune rush and the primal rage. Dabberday pops the blade and takes out Av in the back. And now
he made the mines.
The mines popped as well. Dabberday is super low, but like it's just the Shapeless was just caught in a pinch. There's nothing that they could have done. Even though all of their ults have been popped, their position was just way too... ignore me! Honeybun taking 2 out! Putting in work on this Genji. Honeybun also gonna escape from this, but Dabberday takes out Tallop, and now Leviathans are setting back up. Honeybun doesn't quite die here, but the Bulla is ready on both sides, with the Kitsune Rush following right behind. If it's a battle of the Bulla. Whoever gets the best Bulla wins. Dusty Metasy whiffs the Bulla onto the shield here. Now Av has an opportunity to take the tempo back to the hands of Leviathan and Shapeless. Finds it onto Dabbery Day, but it just barely falls. But the deflect, it's a trade. The fight's even. Dusty finds Valid, and even though Honeybun's chasing down their backline, Cal Phoenix finds Elven Warrior. They're forced to pop the blade, and this fight has gotten extremely expensive for Shapeless. But does it matter?
Octo is still alive, has that stall, and is coming really close to mines.
That's extremely true. All Octo needs is to get this touch, get mines, and then it's completely stallable for Leviathans. Like, this isn't over quite yet.
Yep,
Tallop finding Dab every day, and the Kitsune Rush and mines are popped on top of point. even though Cal Phoenix is still even though most of the team is still alive, they're just they're just not allowed to play there. They're just not allowed to contest at all. Those mines putting in great work. Octo finding Talop with the slam. Cal Phoenix fighting Nyx, but that's it. That's it for Leviathans. I mean, they have no supports. It's just the DPS left alive and Octo just to control the point. Not a lot of aggression is coming out from this side.
Octo coming back full HP. Supports
Holy
are back.
crap! Dab every day finding two, doing Honeybun fighting Elvin, but Dusty finding Honeybun, and that's, I mean,
that was
clutches.
insane. Dusty holding point while Dab every day is getting those picks. Octo can leave to go get that care that he needs to come back and get a longer fault where supports can get back in time. I don't know. That was really, really well executed and not overly, exactly like what we said earlier on Li Jing. Let your team survive. The people who can survive, let them survive.
The beaten Kitsune Rush come early just to secure the point for the side of Shapeless. But Dab every day finds one, almost finds two. But the Kiriko is completely left defenseless. Cal Phoenix finds Elven Warrior, but the beat goes out. The beat goes out for the Leviathans, and they just have too much health.
You gotta find the Winston before he can get that primal.
Winston's
before he gets that blade.
But the blade is out. The blade is out. Honeybun about to clutch this up.
Not able to find anybody.
Is it over yet? No, but
mines.
But the mines. That's the mines. That's it.
And that's it. That's gotta be.
There's
it.
What can you do?
They can't even touch if they wanted to.
What can
that
you do?
Was insanity.
I mean, scrappy fight to say the least, but you cannot count out the genius of Leviathan's stall there.
Yeah.
I mean, while Shapeless had the right idea for the engage, popping both support ultimates early just to get as much pressure and as much sustain out as they possibly can before the fight even started.
Yeah, I know, like, holy Dab every day with the picks, Dusty with the stall, Octa with the smart play to go get that mega to be able to survive a little bit longer in case those DPS do die. In really, really great plays, like I said earlier. But we also just talk about how when the supports got back, they didn't just get back and ult dump. They played it smart. They knew they were up, and they used wisely. They were able to build a beat. They were able to, I don't know, it was just everything about that from Leviathans was really well done. And Shapeless, unfortunately, they played it great too. They just were unable to find the picks.
Leviathans just yeah. I mean, Leviathans just expertly did what they do best. Expertly kited out of the way, let those ultimates become pretty much useless, and then Nyx with the beat really just solidifying that Leviathans were going to win that point.
Exactly.
Now they're going for this echo. They're going for this Mercy Echo thing. It seems that Leviathans really enjoys this to get an early edge, just to clear out high grounds early, and I honestly don't hate it. Echo's decently hard to hit as Freya, not the most difficult, but is also really deadly to this Winston. Octo going for a slam early, and even though the nade is forced out from the side of Shapeless. And now they don't have a peel. They don't have a very good peel tool. Once Leviathan decides to go for this hit, Cal Phoenix is forced all the way back with no armor. It's contested. Dusty finds Honeybun. Now Cal Phoenix is caught with his pants down, up on this high ground, unable to do anything. Even though they're still sitting up there. It doesn't mean anything. Valid falling extremely low from both Dusty and Octo, but they are unable to find that pick. Cal Phoenix falling also dangerously low, basically dead in the point because of the kite was forced. Honeybun is in serious trouble here with extremely low with no cooldowns. But Av comes back, takes an early angle, and almost finds Dusty.
Now at this point, you want to play.
Now Honeybun finds Nyx, and looks like Shapeless is getting their momentum back. They're finding their groove. Their backline's gone, and Elvin's just gone without a target.
Yeah,
the Valk is online.
Unfortunately, that is simply just because you're on different targets. You have Elvin and Dusty on back a point trying to force out this Genji. You have your ball trying to do anything to the supports, but they can live with an Ana break against the ball. Genji just unable to push anything, being constantly critical from the Freya and the Winston. You got to hit the same targets.
Leviathan's coming in with three ultimates here. Actually coming in with 4 ultimates here. Let's see how they decide
I'm
to.
Dusty. I'm looking to copy the Ana and Nano Blade.
That is very true. Going for the Winton play though. We know how much Dusty loved the Winton. Pushing back this backline, becoming basic. It's Overwatch 1 again.
Yes.
What an insane play. The backline just can't survive the Winton and the Rat. But Av with the bullet out. And it just looks like Shapeless has more steam, but no, the res! The res is huge from Elvin! And the fight's back to even! No, not even, the fight's back to winning!
You skip Primal. It's available for Cal. Does use it. Supports are on their way back.
Oh, and the mines go out. Yeah, no, that's point.
No rally.
Wait, but the rally's popped! This fight's extremely expensive for both teams. You're spending a lot of ultimates just to prevent it, but there's a minute left. What's the point? Valid finds Dusty, and Cal Phoenix falls extremely low, along with Valid up right in this left corner. They're not liking being pushed all the way back there. Octo finds Honeybun, and even though Av is still annoying them in the backline, Valid's super low, and Valid's down.
C9.
And that's a Charlie 9. Oh, Av going with the last second touch. But it's still not over. It's still not over. They need to find Av quickly before the team can probably regroup, and no. They got the point.
They got the point like 5 minutes ago.
Did they?
Yeah, they did.
I was too excited.
It was close though. It was a little bit of a C9. Not quite. They did pick Winston in the break.
Now Leviathan's just doing their best Shapeless Abyss cosplay and keeping the pressure up early on this high ground. Wow, Dab every day finding the early pick onto Av. That's a massive pick. The Nano Blade comes out from the side of Shapeless Abyss. It's probably gonna find Nyx here. Oh, Nyx just barely able to escape, and the boop is massive. Elven Warrior still up in the sky, popping the Valkyrie, and like, Av really wanting to look for a pulse bomb here. Octo finding both supports. Dusty looking for the for a copy, but doesn't need it. Octo finding 4.
You must
get a replay on that one, chat.
If you are
and wow,
you just can't. You don't have jump again. It's all right. You definitely get another touch if you're Shapeless. You got to do it organized. I mean, you got Mines to play into, Copy to play into, Blade to play into.
Kitsune to play into very soon as well.
Kitsune soon. It's tough for Shapeless to be able to do anything. You got to build that primal and just let your team set up. Maybe force some ults by just primaling.
You gotta punishing this Mercy early too is also an option, but it's Valid falls extremely low. Valid's down to Dusty. They pop Leviathan's pops a copied primal, but Diary Dade's Blade doesn't find any value. But does it matter? Av's still looking for that pulse bomb. Dusty finding it really extremely low, forcing out the Suzu. But they're down. The 2 are down. Kitsune rushes, falls down, but the pulse bomb goes wide. Honeybun fight. Dabery Dave fighting Honeybun. Cal Phoenix fighting Nyx. It's neck and neck. Down to the wire. Can Leviathan stable?
Is a crazy loss. If you're Leviathan, you definitely overused for something that was not winnable the second they made it out of that door.
That's very true. I mean,
they have primal. You're not gonna be able to kill that. You kill their whole backline. It doesn't matter. You're just. Oh wow, that is.
And now you're facing a Kitsune.
Now you're facing everything halfway. I mean, yeah, Leviathans are halfway pretty much. But
Dab except if you're Dab every day and take out the Kitsune early. Dusty fighting Honeybun, Octo fighting Valid.
I don't know.
What do you need ultimates for?
Over now, yeah. Tracer's
Elven Warrior popping the Valkyrie. I mean, but does it matter? Who needs ultimates when you're the Leviathans? Apparently.
They came back really, really, really aggressive and were able to get those early picks, making it, losing your carry, your main source of your heals. That's insane to lose right there, especially when you only have to push so little distance. Really, really well done by both teams. Unfortunately, there's so much aggression with the echo from Dusty.
And now that's completely tied up. Map 7 is guaranteed tonight, chat.
It
We got-
is
we got-
not
It's not? Oh, it's not. I'm stupid. Never
Map
mind.
six
one more.
is guaranteed.
Yeah,
Map 6 is
is
guaranteed tonight, chat. That's definitely what I meant. I'm the greatest caster of all time. That's why you should vote me for best caster. Nebula Esports Season
The
0.
votes are already closed.
Oh.
They closed
I
yesterday.
don't even
Yeah.
think I was in that.
No, you were.
No,
were
I was
why
in
you
it.
should-
I was in it.
Yeah.
I was in it. I mean, like, I don't think anybody actually voted.
I don't think
for
anybody
me.
voted me either. That's why you
I
should.
don't have the
but
full
regardless,
tally, but
We're
That's why
heading
you
in the
should have.
push, and
That's why you should-
Shapeless Abyss are going to be able to choose what map they play. Can we look at the options that they do have?
yeah, and I guess while we're also looking at the options, I'll take the opportunity during that match. Thank you, Schlo, for the gifted sub, and thank you, Collapse, for the 5 gifted subs in the midst
y'all
of
in
that chaos.
Are y'all in a war right now?
I
They were.
I
I think
think they
Shlo has
are-
admitted defeat.
This is the hashtag pay Nix's water bill.
if Nix's water bill isn't paid after this, I'm gonna be
Bro.
concerned.
Nix gets 2 McChickens at McDonald's now.
Only 2? Okay, well, here's the push
But
maps.
Dewey is great to see. Runasapi, Colosseo, Nick Quincy. Okay. Now if you're Shapeless, you want to play something where ball isn't great, but I mean it's push. Where is ball not great?
Fair enough.
I mean, if I was Shapeless, I would honestly think, you know what? Let's pull out the Orisa again. Let's go Colosseo. Maybe we can do
Exactly,
something.
right. Yeah, that would probably
Maybe we can
be
do something
gold.
with that. I mean,
Yeah, an
Leviathan's kind
option.
of just showing. Leviathan's just kind of showing them that, showing Shapeless that, hey, you know what? Every map is a ball map. But
And
Shapeless,
we
yeah.
No, go ahead. You
And then
finish your thought.
Shapeless. I mean, and Shapeless at the beginning was pretty convincingly like, hey, you know what? Lijiang Tower, screw you guys. I know it's good for ball. We're better. Shapeless Abyss being like, okay, you guys want to try on the ramp? We're better. Now you gotta really think. I gotta really think. Leviathan's having this momentum once again. It's very important to stop it. So I mean, if
Yeah.
I were Shapeless, I'd go call it. I'd go Hollow.
Right. Producer, is it possible to get that live replay from that the Ana and Brig kite from the first jump that Shapeless did have on the Leviathans?
I am gonna
Do you
go
have
back
that?
and check and see if I do.
I did
have
ask
it.
when
Yeah,
when it
you
happened. I
did
did ask. So I
mention
don't know
it,
if you
so-
maybe got that live replay available.
I mean-
I'm gonna go back and check, see if I did.
It's
catch
not
it.
from their perspective. It is from whoever we were watching at the time.
This frame. No, we were on Cal Phoenix's POV.
Was it? I thought Cal Phoenix jumped in and we still saw it.
I was pretty sure it was Cal. I'm pretty sure we were on Cal Phoenix when that happened.
Let me.
It was either Cal Phoenix or Av.
Okay,
don't remember.
I'm gonna go with the clip that I believe you guys are mentioning because
I
You're wrong.
I
I'm gonna
hope.
shame you.
Yeah,
If you're wrong,
I will understand that
1,000
if I
years
am
bad
shamed.
Joe.
No. Whoa.
What?
This.
Ah, yes.
Oh yeah,
This
so
is-
it
this
was
is
from
it.
Av's POV.
Okay, right here. Ready? Watch this kite. Both 1 HP. Jumps in, able to kite and survive, and Dusty's able to get that pick. I just thought that was really well executed. Unfortunately, after that, they did kind of get blown up. But, like the next fight. But that's because Dusty was dead. They come back faster. Just a tough position to be in. But that was really well played by the support line.
I mean,
Dusty
Alright.
protecting.
I mean, I agree. I mean, that kite was very good.
Yippee, I clicked the right things. I guess in the meantime, I will update the graphic to show the push map choice. They are going to be taking it over to Runasapi. I guess before we get into the
Interesting.
match.
You see, that is interesting because Ball's decent on it and Freya.
True.
It's definitely. However, if I'm not picking Kahlo, I'm definitely picking Runasapi. I'm leaving New Queen Street to die because I don't want to face Ball in New Queen Street.
Yeah, definitely not. New Queen.
I guess just before we get into this map, just a little bit of food for thought because we are guaranteed a map 6. The control map cannot be Lijiang. Now that you've seen
Correct.
a lot of the comps for both of these teams,
Oasis.
do you take it to Samoa or Oasis?
Oasis.
Ready for battle.
Oasis. Do I need to make Calling? Do I need to say it one more time?
I think, yeah, say it one more time for the people in the back.
Oasis.
There we go.
Got it.
I mean, Tetri, I think you can. I think Oasis is just good for both of their comps. Legitimately, there's 0% chance we're going to see Samoa unless somebody tries to do something silly.
We've seen Samoa
And-
once on stream, so at least we saw it one time.
All right, and we're off. Leviathans and Shapeless going back to form, picking both what works.
Menu screen.
A little bit of scuff, as always.
Leviathans, of course, getting first engaged, but are met by Shapeless. The Shapeless first up on high ground. Av desperately trying to take out Dev every day early, but Nyx gets valid. It's the Lucio on the Lucio. Av falls extremely low due to the Freya, but is Leviathans winning this fight? It doesn't look like it. I mean, Shapeless is just in their backline, all up in their faces. Honeybun finds Dusty, but then Nyx trades out Honeybun. Cal Phoenix finds Alvin Warrior, and without the Kiriko, you're kind of out of steam. But Kiri's no TP, no Suzu. Can Dusty find? Can Dr. find him? No. Out finding Nyx, and now this first progress is gonna go to Shapeless.
Ab every day staggering himself a little bit there, but Dusty finding Tulip in return.
So
Ab looking for TP for Tulip.
that's real. So now Shapeless has the advantage, and Leviathans are on the back foot. However, Freya likes just sitting in the back shooting at people. So this fight might be more in the favor of Leviathans. However, not if Nyx gets picked off early by Honeybun. The positioning errors, but less than the fight. But they're even. Tulip finding Dab every day, but Dusty's still in this low ground. If Dusty can find something with this pick, it's still winnable, but it doesn't look like it. Looking like that. Leviathans are having to disengage once again. Dusty falling dangerously low, but unable to find the pick at the end. Octo getting pushed back, but still being a nuisance in the backline, putting pressure on these supports, making it impossible for Cal Phoenix to get healed. Cal Phoenix has no more armor, and now Leviathans are starting to engage. Suzu is used, and Nyx is almost down. But the primal is first, but Cal Phoenix finds Dab every day. Honeybun finds Dab every day. Cal Phoenix finds Nyx. Octo finds Tulip at the end, but it doesn't really matter. Honeybun takes out Elven Warrior, and there's no more steam left. But except if Cal Phoenix dies, and Valid trades out for Dusty, and what do? I mean, can you really stall? Well, yeah, of course you can, because you have mines. And now the bot goes back to.
Yeah, I don't know if mines were necessary, but at least you don't give them that checkpoint.
That's very true. Maybe
and you're just trading tank ult for tank. So you think about it that way. You could have been up, but at least you.
Now let's talk about ultimates. The beat is popped, the blade is popped, the beat is popped, the blade is popped, the Kitsune rush is popped.
What is Honeybun looking at?
But Octo finds Av. Well, Honeybun needs to put their glasses on.
The spinning was crazy.
But never mind, ignore me. Cal Phoenix and Honeybun just cleaning up the backline as they usually do. Once again, who needs ultimates anyway? They're just for show. Honeybun finding Dab every day at the end, and that's it. Looking like Shapeless is gonna get this forward spawn point progress.
It was 3 from Shapeless and 2 from Leviathans. Unfortunately, the beat did only hit Nyx, but that is because of the bubble. Also, did allow Nyx to survive the jump.
Early Kitsune rush coming out from Leviathans, hoping to poke down at Shapeless, having them full kite here. and it works out beautifully getting this first point progress. But they backed up too far. They didn't back up far enough. Octo getting 3 at the end.
Yeah, you know, I don't even know if they get close spawn. We shall see. It doesn't seem like they do. They do not get forward spawn. And, you know, they get really great pace because of this. You know, it's not too much distance to where they are fighting right at initial half lane point again. Now they actually have some space for the bot. They can take control of this right lane. I don't know.
Dusty
seems like he's
looking
a
at
little
Cal
stuck.
Phoenix, whiffing the
He's still able to find
finds
Cal
Cal Phoenix and Suzu is used anyway. Elven Warrior finds Av. Honey Bun trades out Elven Warrior, getting revenge for their fallen teammate. But Octo's just perfect, popping the mines perfectly, keeping Shapeless in this room and not allowing them to go back onto point. And Leviathan's is just gonna get free progress. Honey Bun finding Dusty at the end though. Av looking for a flank route. Do they know that the mines are still there? The mines are gone. Av goes in for the bang, and
Really
but
big
Nyx is almost barely able to make it out. Elven Warrior also falling extremely low, but is taken out. Octo still left on point, trying to prevent more progress. Nyx falling to Honey Bun, and Av now trying to trade out, trying to get out Dusty at the end there. Look, Av has this pulse bomb here, looking for something good here, but Cal Phoenix is already half. And if they're not careful, they could be traded out pretty easily. The Suzu is forced. Shapeless has 5 ultimates. All Shapeless has to do is not ult dump here, and they could easily snowball this fight. The pulse bomb goes out from the side of Shapeless, and along with the beat and along with the blade and the Kitsune, the beat goes out from Leviathans, and the beat is completely negated.
Doesn't matter because the Leviathans are already up. Now they're even.
But then the beat has been responded to from Shapeless.
Even again.
And the fight's cleaned up again. There's nothing left for Leviathans to do. They had no ultimates. They can't use anything here. They just have to get off the bot or die.
Yeah, you know, they force everything besides Primal. That is probably the best condition right there without using all of your ults at the same time if it's still potentially losing. Because Primal is just, you know, an unkillable machine unless you're on something that blows it up.
Very true. Octo positioning early to look for some early mines here. And the blade goes out from Dab every day, forcing out the Suzu. Bullying Honey Bun in the corner, shoving him into the locker like it's high school all over again. Tolop getting bullied once more, and Dusty finds misses the bola, trying to force out this primal, but it's not even used. Cal Phoenix doesn't even think it's worth it.
Bola. I have to defend Dusty here. Hits the bola. Unfortunately, Tolop was already killed.
Oh. Well,
definitely.
Best caster, guys.
The bola.
Best caster.
Don't worry, Dusty. I got you. You definitely hit that bola. Mine's coming out from
Octo finding the mines. The Kitsune Rush is also followed up with to keep this fight early. Honey Bun falls extremely low and is forced to disengage. Honey Bun falls from Dusty, but is traded out post mortem.
That's a great trade. If they get the checkpoint here, which they
No, the checkpoint is just barely saved from Av. Can Av get the second touch before it goes? It's still contested. It's still contested. The checkpoint's not quite there yet. Cal Phoenix finds Nyx. It might be over. This fight might be done for. No forward spawn.
Still no primal used by Cal Phoenix. No need.
There's been no need. They've been playing. They haven't been pressured hard enough in fights that matter. Cal Phoenix really just keeping it steady, not over eager to use that ultimate. Valid coming up. Both supports coming up on from the. Whoa! Dab every day. Every day.
Both deflecting each other's shurikens.
It's just Dab every day hits all of theirs. Yeah. Octo finds Valid, and there's no beat for this fight. Ab trades him out, but now Shapeless has no supports, and that's over, and that's it. GG go next fight. If Octo's able to get these mines in their spawn, Leviathan easily gets this forward spawn. Octo really looking for a good minefield to stall Shapeless out to allow the bot to be touched. And Nyx has this beat in hand, but Honeybun has the beat. Kitsune rushes top. Full support ultra pop from the side of Shapeless. And
oh
now
my goodness, no primal.
Whoa!
And Cal Phoenix goes down.
And the beat was right on time. The beat from Nyx was right on time, and that won them the fight.
That is insane to happen because Cal Phoenix, you know, makes that judgment call. Definitely, they have another fight with 30 seconds left. But Cal Phoenix not using that ult. Everybody else on Shapeless using theirs besides Av. You know, you have Dusty coming up with the Bola shot and Elvin coming up on Kitsune soon. But
Cal Phoenix finds Dab every day early.
oh no, this might be over here. I don't even know if they have a full team touch anymore.
Leviathan just fully pushed off of point. Dusty tossing the Bola and then experiencing what it's like to be in the Argentinian Alps. Long way down from here. Dab every day falling early. Dusty switching to the Tracer for a faster touch point. Av finds Dab every day. And Valid finds Elven Warrior. Nyx to the Lucio trying to get that touch. Can't lose this. Honeybun finds Dusty. Av finds Nyx. And that's
That is Runasapi.
That's Runasapi
Map 5.
falling to Shapeless. Now, something I want to point out here is even though Leviathans got their stuff together towards the end with their coordination, the fact that they let Shapeless get so much point progress made it pretty much impossible for them to make up that difference. Especially since that last fight forced them to was so expensive, forced everybody to use all of their ultimates, and then Shapeless just being like, you know what, we have all our ults back now. We're just gonna use them one by one, and that's all that happened.
Yeah, and I mean, now we're in a position where it's all or die for Leviathans.
Leviathans really has. Yeah.
Shapeless can win it right here. I mean, this could be it. Leviathans has to. I mean, that map was just as close as every other map that has been played tonight. I don't know what Leviathans are going to choose map wise because Lijiang definitely was their comfort pick. As you said earlier, it didn't matter because they were just, although it was close, Shapeless did it come out on top, and as you said, they were just, no, we're better. We're better on that map with our brawl instead. Brawl / Winston dive, you know?
Mm-hmm. Now, if you're Leviathans, do you say, here's the question of the day. I mean, you know that Shapeless has the advantage on both maps. On both remaining maps. Do you say, we're putting Hunter back in on Ram, and let's run it down on Samoa?
I would have to say so. I would have to say that's what you have to go for, but I don't know if you'd want. In my mind, I'm thinking if you're gonna go a map that you want to play ball on, it's gonna be Oasis. However, what does that mean? It also means Winston very viable.
And also,
Samoa,
if they need to swap to the Orisa, they can.
Yeah, they can. And Samoa, you know what they're gonna play. They might play Winston, but if you are on that Ram or if you are on Orisa, if I don't know if Hunter plays it, it could be huge to just do Orisa via Orisa and pray your DPS can just win those duels that they take.
Absolutely.
I mean, it seems to me like the biggest threat right now for Leviathans is, remind me of Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
Is Phoenix. So I mean, got to take Phoenix out of the game by just having the Orisa stare at the Orisa all game while your DPS do the rest.
You could call me crazy. You can also go with the Sojourn here. Just charge off the Orisa. Charge off the Orisa. You just be like, you know what? I like railgun, and then it's just a little easier to. You're a little less. You're a little less vulnerable.
All right.
Positionally.
We have a swap coming in from the Leviathans. And we also have the map pick. I'll show you the swap first. Dab every day's on the bench. Aliens coming back in.
Interesting.
Interesting. What are they?
Not
What is
what I
Leviathan?
predicted. So
What is
I
Leviathan?
smell Ilios.
There's no Ilios.
I mean, sorry, not Ilios. Oasis.
I think Caustic show us the money.
What?
No. Whoa.
What are they doing?
Interesting.
Wow.
What does
What?
Leviathans have planned for this?
Yeah, they've got something.
They've got yeah,
something
I was
to
gonna
see.
when the first reaction is what are they doing? I'll tell you what they're doing. They've probably cooked something up in the
There's
in the
something.
background.
There's something in the lab. I can smell it. Can you smell it?
I don't know. I think
can't tell.
Detri thought it was Oasis, so I think Detri needs
I
to
was
get
with
their
Detri there.
smells it.
I was-
Their
Yeah,
senses adjusted.
because I know Alien does kind of touch May a little bit. So Oasis is kind of a decent May, like the best May map control that is an option. Especially the one I forget which one it is, the university one or the science, like where there's the labs, and that one's very big, especially if you're going to be playing. I thought maybe Alien,
True.
maybe Octo comes off the ball and just controls that right lane of height, boops anybody off that comes up there. But if not, it was going to be dab every day on the tank. I don't know.
But
Not what I expected at all.
The other thing you got to factor in when you're choosing maps, are you looking at what's going to work best for your team, or are you looking at what's going to work best to deal with the opposing team?
I guess
Well-
they think they have a better. I think Leviathan are thinking that they'll have a better chance with them not on Winston, rather them being on Orisa or Ram or whatever it may be, and hoping that's what they play here while they continue to play the ball. And
I have to
mean,
agree
we do
with
see it. We do see a bit shameless or shapeless.
Shapeless going for bye-bye,
Orisa.
going, I don't like ball.
Yeah, no kidding.
Really, tell him how you. Tell him how you really feel about Octo.
Yeah, that's actually kind of insane.
I can't blame them. Perhaps Shapeless sees what we don't, but
I can tell
Leviathans
you
does.
right now. Octa's gonna have to swap. Dusty's gonna have to swap. Dusty's gonna get messed with by the Sombra and the cast.
Oh.
Octa's gonna be messed with by everybody.
Oh. Honeybun going for this stealth play early, trying to scout out the enemy team. Wow, Octo falling extremely low from those Cassidy roll grenade, but Cal Phoenix has no armor. He's so vulnerable. Alien gets hacked. Dusty trying to chunk down Cal Phoenix as best as possible, but nobody's died. Nothing's happened. Octo, the lowest HP on this thing, but Av is down.
Really good coordination with that dive.
They're looking for pick number 2. Looking for pick number 2 here. Honeybun trying to get the hack onto Alien, but misses the virus. But Cal Phoenix finds the backline, finds the support. Leviathans has no more steam. There's nothing left. They're being forced all the way back into their spawn room. Dusty getting chased all the way back, and almost nothing that they can do. And now Leviathans are in a lot of trouble. Shapeless has a lot of point progress, and Shapeless as a comp just likes to sit up in this room here. How do you push through that?
Yeah, you gotta take coast here. You gotta take coast here and play the distance. You're on the Freya and the Soj now. Your ball's gotta do the
Dusty misses the bullish shot, and Av falls extremely low, but they find Av. Wait. But it's traded out but gets traded out by Cal Phoenix, and the fight's even. Cal Phoenix finds Elven Warrior, and on the Orisa. Wow. Cal Phoenix just rolling through and destroying everything about Leviathan's comp here, completely dismantling everything they're going for. Octo completely body blocked and is staggered. If you're Leviathans, you have to think of something else quick. Alien going to, and that's exactly what they do. Alien going to the Sombra and Dusty going to the Tracer. Going for the Tracer, and they's found, but touch needs to be made. Cal Phoenix finds 2 in the backline of Leviathan. The mines are popped onto point, but is responded to with both support ults from the sides of Shapeless. Is this stall enough? Can this do enough?
It's an EMP. 3,
Honey's got that EMP.
1.
Honey got that EMP. It's so scary. But the beat is popped first. Oh, but Octo is taken down. Alien's so low. The pulse from Av goes wide. They need it. Leviathan needs to touch now. Pelt finds Nyx. Honeybun finds Alien. Av finds Dusty, and that's a convincing first point going to Shapeless Abyss.
Yeah, you know, if you're Leviathans, you gotta change it up. Everybody's changing, but unfortunately, I don't know if Octo doesn't play anything else. This will not work. It's as simple as that. It will not work.
Something significant has to happen here. The Leviathans have to find that gold. Have to find the, or else, I mean, Shapeless just. I mean, Shapeless is in a very nice position right now.
5, 4,
Yeah, they're definitely coming into this point confident, but we might see that.
The Moira,
affecting them.
interesting. Looking for more stuff. Maybe you're onto something earlier.
The Moira will be able to live their dive from the DPS, but
Were they going to be able to live much more than that?
not going to be able to care through an Orisa.
Octo getting bullied immediately. Alien. Elven
Also,
Warrior and Alien find
more damage.
valid. Wait, hold on.
Clearly, as you see Elvin getting a pick.
But Octo's low, and that's that carry you were talking about. Octo forced to go to health packs every single time, not really getting much infight sustain. Was this a mistake? Dusty gets hacked, but doesn't fall low at all. Cal Phoenix just bullying the Genji. Octo finding Tullip in the backline. Cal Phoenix trading out for Elvin, and the fight's even. Cal Phoenix finding Alien, and it's over for Leviathans once again. Cal Phoenix falling extremely low and is actually taken out by Dusty and towards the back end here. The fight may have been may have been flipped. Shapeless has basically no point progress, so fighting here is advantageous for Leviathan. Everybody's back. Elven Warrior finishes off Valid. Honeybun taking an off angle, looking to take out Nyx in this backline here, trying to find a vulnerability, but Alien slices straight through Av.
This is the easiest point to stall, so you know we've got to be on the same targets and kill each one of them as soon as you can.
Dusty finds Honeybun, and it's just Cal Phoenix being a wall on point. They need to fall now. They need to fall now if Leviathans wants to get any point progress this entire round. But Valid finds Dusty, and it's proving to be extremely difficult. This stall is just legendary.
Yeah, just so,
Kitsune Rush
so
is popped
much
from Kitsune Rush is popped from Shapeless, and Octo responds with the mines right on it, with Alien also popping an ultimate. It's responding 2 for 1. Dusty finds Av, and the coal is popped. The point is now found. The point is now found.
After 70%, by the way.
Yeah.
70% they're able to get that flip, and that's just because Tracer Sombra can stall as long as they want, then Orisa gets back and doesn't die with gold.
And Leviathans, knowing that they're down on ultimates, have to play first. Have to play fast. Honeybun denied from their off angle, but they have all the resources they need. The beat goes out early from the side of the Leviathans, but the EMP is too massive. Dusty's down, Nyx is down, Elvin's down. Alien's about to follow them, but right back to the spawn room, and Octo has nothing left. Trying to go for that another legendary stall, but can't do anything. The hack is just too great.
Ults from Shapeless.
but Leviathans doesn't have anything to respond. Leviathans need to play these rotations extremely well. Find the Sombra early, get that pick early, and almost do. Elven Warriors taken out by Tallop on point. And as overtime is approaching very quickly, Honeybun finding Nyx, Octo finding Honeybun. Now it's up to Leviathans to really take it back, but Shapeless putting on a masterclass on how to stall this point, showing them that their comp is just better. The pulse bomb goes wide. Av finds Alien. Cal Phoenix finds Elven Warrior. It is look.
One after another.
Wait, but then the mines go out, but Honeybun finds them. The Kitsune Rush gets popped, and Shapeless Abyss are your Season 0 Div 3 champions.
Insane games. Really, really insane games. Throughout the whole series.
While the maps were close, I mean, there's no denial. There's no denial that Shapeless Abyss put on a masterclass today.
Oh yeah.
Shapeless getting the revenge on the only team that was the bump in their road. The only team, but then also being the only team to take down the beast. GG's and congratulations to Shapeless Abyss.
Yeah, congratulations, Shapeless Abyss. Now looking at it, I mean, I know we do both our stuff and everything after this, but match MVP for Shapeless Abyss. I don't know about you. I think it's between two people, and that would be Honeybun and Cal Phoenix. What do you think?
I'd like to give an honorable mention to Av being super consistent on the Freya for the first few maps. Valid and then Valid and Tullip with their great synergy and their great backline synergy as well, saving many fights just by keeping each other alive. There were a lot of very good beats that just kept that team alive, and the Kitsune rushes, all of them felt on time. You know, none of them felt like they were too late, too early. They all felt
Right.
like they were ready.
I agree. So you have a favorite?
However, that being said, I mean, it cannot be denied that Honeybun really cleaved through Leviathans.
I
So-
agree. Yeah.
So for me, I'm putting it on
Honeybun
Leviathans.
solo won a bunch of fights with that blade.
Exactly.
Pretty crazy. So I agree with you. I second that, and I think that means that Honeybun will be the MVP of this match. But all of you at Shapeless, all of you at Leviathans as well, played a great match tonight. Really good series.
Both of you had a great season.
Yeah, great season. And that's all I have to say. I mean, stick around, or Cossack, can you give the details?
Yeah, I will. So with that, we have the winners for every single division of Season 0. Thank you for the 20 gift subs, Withering. Right as
Wow.
I'm about to mention the info about the award ceremony that is coming up right after this. So yeah, we have an award ceremony after this. Obviously, congratulations to Div 4 champions Andromeda, the Div 5 champions of White Nova, Div 2 champions of Normal, and the Div 3 champions Shapeless Abyss. So for everybody here, stay tuned. We will be shortly going through the awards ceremony. We have had a little bit of time to prepare. So we've had the help of Pitch Slapped, who has actually assisted in creating a couple certificates that players will be receiving for winning awards. In the meantime, I'm going to take the opportunity and give a thank you to all the teams who have made the season possible. I'm going to give a quick shout out to the media teams, well, the members of the media team. I'm going to give a quick shout out as well to some of the people behind the scenes that don't get as much recognition. One of those people being Lunar, who has been behind the scenes for a lot of these matches, almost every single stream, doing the lobby hosting and helping out with the Twitch moderation. So yeah, in a short bit of time, we will have the awards ceremony coming up. You're going to have myself along with Dusty as your presenters for the Roll Stars. That will be what I'll go with. So yeah, just stay tuned for that. We will be back very shortly with the award ceremony results.